Serenity Funeral Home. We are a family-owned and operated funeral home where we offer complete personalized funeral services, leading our community in funeral and cremation services. Make an appointment for your pre-need and at-need arrangements by calling us at 702-647-0123. Once again, that number is 702-647-0123. Serenity Funeral Home, caring for your loved ones as if they're our own.
Chico Sticks, Pickles, Jolly Ranchers, Mary Jane's, Pop Rocks, Lemon Heads. Should I go on? Bitter Honey, Freeze Cups, Candy Cigarettes. Listen, how about you make your way down to the modern-day Candy Lady and see all of this and more? Satisfy that sweet tooth Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Sight and Sound Candy and more. Follow us on IG at Sight and Sound Candy and on Facebook at Sight and Sound Candy. We are located at 1000 North Martin Luther King on the corner of Washington and MLK. Give us a call, 702-648-4444. Again, that number, 702-648-4444. Thank you.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Yo, you tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Welcome to Let the Ball Bounce, man. This your host, Dre Bailey.
And it's your man, Goose Thomas. What it is, people?
Your man, Bill Blockham Logan in the building, man. And we got Sherm the Worm in the building, man.
Oh, boy.
Hey, man, Sherm, you looking real nice, man.
Man, you know, I try to make it do what it do. You know what I mean? Got a little spice to it.
I mean, you got the nice suit jacket on, you know what I'm saying? You come with the James Bond white collar neck joint unbuttoned real quick. Looking real sharp,
all they need is like 3 gold chains.
Good you ain't come with the Johnny Carson look.
With the who?
Johnny Carson,
How many
man,
times did you see Johnny Carson in the words of Dre?
Well,
I ain't scared to. I'm not scared to age myself. I grew up on Johnny Carson, buddy.
Oh, there it is, buddy. Yeah, Sherm, buddy.
Look, and Sherm
that was the only nighttime show that was on TV back then.
And Sherm know who Johnny Carson is too. Stop playing.
Hey, that's back when we had to get up and go change the channels, right? We have the clicker.
Ouch.
No,
yeah, the turn down.
We had this.
The turn joint. That was real hard to turn.
Now we all dating ourselves now.
Don't let Sherm out there. don't let him, make y'all think that he's just so young.
We got that good Curtis Mathis.
Wow. Wowzer. Wow.
Curtis Mathis.
Wow.
Ain't that the same dude who rushed for the New England Patriots and the Jets?
No,
that wasn't
wrong guy.
Wrong dude.
Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man. Every Saturday, man, 2 p.m., man. Also every Tuesday at 6 p.m., man. We give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio, man. We appreciate everybody chiming in to the Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio crew, man, on Facebook, man, where we got the hottest sports talk page on social media, man. Let the Ball Bounce on IG, man. Hit us up. Let the Ball Bounce on IG or at lettheballbounce@gmail.com if you want to be a sponsor of the show, like Serenity Funeral Home on 1140 Almond Tree Lane and Sight and Sound Candy or more, man. Look, be a sponsor of the show, man, and follow your guys, the LTBB crew, as we give you guys the best of sports talk radio. Download the Gorilla Cross app on your phone, man, and follow the Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk crew, man. And if you want to give us a call at 702-608-3259.
At the top of the hour.
At the top of the hour. Don't call right now because the phone just going to ring. It's just going to ring.
Don't call you.
And Quan screens calls.
Look, man, we got a great show for y'all, man. Like, the energy was good when I pulled into the parking lot. Number one, I couldn't find a park. So I knew it was popping. I knew, somebody was in the building, man.
Sir.
And I walked through the building and I just see a dude built like Antonio Davis from the Toronto Raptors back in the day. 6'9",
boy,
275 pounds,
Jeez.
solid. I don't know
Solid.
if he's that much.
Solid.
But
For sure.
he just was ridiculous. And like he just had a stature about himself, man. And all the parks were gone too. So
Yeah.
that's what I was worried about. When I walked in, man, and it was
I had to create one out there, bro.
it was the champ.
It's the champ. The champ is here, man. Look, man, we got a multiple-time champ right here in the building with us, man. 2001 held a WBC, IBF, IBO, and lineal heavyweight titles all at the same time, bro. A dog in the square circle. We got B Moore's finest, Hasim Rahman in the
B.
building. Man, what's good with you, champ? Woo, 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 woo.
Man, I'm in here bouncing.
Come on, baby.
That's what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir,
Bouncing.
man. Look, man, this interview, man, has actually been a long time coming, man. Of course, you know our good friend, my frat brother, Robert Twix Taylor, man, and he had been saying, man, I'm gonna get rocking there with y'all, man. I'm gonna get rocking there with y'all, man.
Twix.
I said, all right, man. We love to talk to Rock, man. We talk to Sweet Science in here, man. And finally, man, last week he said, man, I got Rock for you, man. I said, man, that's all right, brother.
Let's get it.
That's all right, man. So look, man, let's get right into it, man. Being from the mean streets of Baltimore, Maryland, bro, what was it like growing up in that environment?
Like you said, Mean Street.
Yes, sir.
So for me, when it came to boxing, it was always easy.
Sure.
Because like the way I grew up, I had been shot 5 times. You always got to worry about people invading your house, home invasions. I didn't had to step over dead people, like move out the way, duck bullets. So when you talking about boxing, just one man, like I just really never really probably had the appropriate respect that I should have had for the game because it was always something less than what I was used to.
Y'all listen to this.
Come
Y'all
on, man.
listen to these gems being
That's
dropped.
interesting, yeah.
Come on now.
So just getting into the ring, and then the first time I got into the ring, in the streets I knocked everybody out.
Of course.
I just knocked everybody out.
Mhm.
But never thinking about boxing. Just their reputation.
Absolutely.
And we also play with other things too. So if you play with other
course.
things and you knocking people out,
Of course.
what choice they got?
What choice?
Of course.
Because we all got choices.
Yeah, everybody got choices.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
Well, we gave them one option. So
Now
we
you
tell 'em,
can't leave.
we tell them, a man with one option don't have no options at all.
Come on, man. Talk to me.
So it was just rough, and it was like you got principles. You adopted principles because I really didn't know about lying and cheating and all that kind of stuff until I got in the boxing game. Because when you say this is what it is, it had to be that.
Had
Or your
to be.
life on the line.
Yep. He say corruption?
What? Man, if y'all ain't listening to this man right now,
Bars.
I mean,
what I
it
would
was
call
just, it was. I mean, just let me be clear about it though. It was a choice of mine though,
Sure.
Because my
Sure.
dad was an engineer and my mom, they always provided everything I needed,
absolutely.
but not everything I wanted.
Mm.
So for me, my auntie lived in the projects.
Yeah.
So when I go over her house, the what we called them was the big homies. They used to send us to the store with $100 bill, maybe get about $18, $19, $20 worth of stuff. Keep the change. So I see this and I'm impressionable 9, 10, 11-year-old,
Of course.
12-year-old.
Of course.
So I'm watching this and I'm saying, my mom worked all week and I'll never see, she worked all year and I never seen her with the type of money I saw these guys with.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking all the time, I want to do this. So what the straw that broke the camel back was one day, one of our big homies, he went to jail for a while and he came home and he took me with him. He used to always love me. So he took me with him. And I just rode around the city with him for the day.
Yeah.
And by the end of the day, he had like $30,000 in cash that people just gave him. Here. Just give it to him. Like, he was celebrated for coming home. And I'm saying, 30 grand?
Yeah.
30 grand. So he give me a couple $100. So I'm like, how was jail? You know, the stories he telling me, they don't seem that bad.
Yeah.
So I'm saying,
I can go do 5 flat. And then come out and get
Hey,
to be like come out and get me 30.
right. I'm saying, well, I don't know about the 5, but you know, he did like 18 months. He did like 18 months and came right home into that kind of cash because people knew he was that type of dude. He was going to get money again.
Sure.
Yeah.
So they was really, you know, just hedging their bet. So,
Wow.
I mean, what? To me, that looked like that's a career.
Sure. To a kid?
To
Of
a
course.
kid.
Of course.
So, I mean, and then the cars, the jewelry, the money, the girls.
Yeah.
Like my mom, I mean, my dad's side of the family was like smart. Everybody went to college. I got patent attorney cousins. I got a little brother that's a orthopedic surgeon. So
Wow.
I
Success all around.
but I didn't want to take that route.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to, like, I want now.
That's
I
right.
don't want to
That's
go
right.
like go to school for 4 years, then go to school for 4 more years.
You had the microwave mindset already.
Yeah, I needed it now.
Got you.
Like
Got you.
mini rice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He had that
Yeah.
microwave
Yeah.
mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable stuff. So now let's fast forward and let's get into your boxing career, your actual boxing career. Now, did you fight amateurs? You fought Golden Gloves?
No, I fought 10 amateur fights.
Okay.
But during those 10 amateur fights, I did make it to the USA Boxing Nationals.
And that's not even considered a lot of fights as
No,
an
no.
amateur at all.
That's
not
right.
not even a little bit. That's not even scratching the surface of
No,
the
it's not.
amateur game
It's not.
at all, bro. Wow.
It's not.
Wow.
But I fought like the number 1 guy in the country and number 3 in the world. I fought him in my first amateur fight.
Wow.
So, I mean, I was never, like I said, no Mike Tyson, no Lennox Lewis, no Riddick Bowe. None of them meant nothing to me. I had guns pointed in my face.
Come on, bro.
Right.
Come
You know
on,
what I'm
man.
saying? Like, all that was like easy to me.
Sure.
One man.
A man? Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I like my chances.
So you came in with a mental mind frame that was already tough. It didn't need to be trained because you've come from an area where things were a lot worse than what you were about to face.
Correct. Like, and I'm saying I'm just a naturally strong-willed man anyway.
Good.
Couple that with the fact of what I've been through. Now it's like, okay. In fact, I wish I didn't go through some of that stuff that I went through. I would have been a much better fighter because my respect level was just not there.
Right.
Did that impact the way you train?
Once I learned how to fight, it did.
Okay.
I mean, I started out training hard, but then it was just kind of too easy. So I'm looking at all these other guys that's been around, and now, which really makes no sense to me. But at the time, I'm just really following the script about these camps, right? So when I first started, I trained like nobody else. Like I trained hard. As soon as I fight, if I fought on a Friday or Saturday, I was in the gym on Monday. Then when I start getting success and it's getting known, now it's like, okay, now camps came to my mind. Like you go to training camp. So now it's really like, now I'm a part-time fighter when I'm fighting the toughest fights.
Wow.
So that really don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to me. And I try to, I was taught that a smart man learns from his mistakes.
Yeah.
Right?
Of course.
So, and I tell my children, don't be smart, be wise.
Yes.
Right? Because they say a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. So now my kids, they all box. So I'm saying, learn from the things that I did wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Be wise. Learn from somebody else's mistake. You don't have to go out there and suffer the things that I suffer. We can make history.
That's right.
I think that's a great state of mind frame to tell your kids that. Don't be smart, be wise. Learn from other people's mistakes. Don't go down the same rabbit holes that I went down. And you basically said that there is a difference in between fighting on the street and one in the boxing ring.
Oh yeah,
because we get a lot of people who act like it's the same.
Not the same.
We
bro.
tell them it's
not
completely
the same.
different. Can you please tell us in your words how different it is?
Yeah.
Well, clearly, you got people who train to do this. This is what they do. They take shots for a living. So even practicing, even they might get in there with their brothers and spar and hit them, and they weaponize their bodies, and they weaponize their mentality. So now you got this tough guy who thinks he's tough in the streets, who's really not used to getting hit, and you got this boxer who knows how to throw the punches, who knows how to put the snap on it, who knows how to knock you out.
Yeah.
They do it for a living, and then you got guys who just do it occasionally. I mean, just what you think is going to happen. I put my money on a boxer every time. Even a boxer who is not considered a big puncher in boxing, he's a big puncher to a civilian.
Yeah.
So I'm going with him.
Bingo. We talk about it, Goose, all the time.
Look, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, man, but this is a game that you just don't play. You don't play boxing, man. This is something that you do. Stop acting like this is this not no game, bro.
It's not a game, man.
You can't get in that square circle acting like it's a game.
I tell people all the time when you see Floyd Sr. Just throwing hands.
Yeah.
I say, walk up on him if you want to.
Walk up on him.
Walk up on him if you want to. that old man still got hands, man.
Right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Right now today.
And like you said, he might be 65, but he still got some snap on those punches. You can tell when he throws. It's like, okay, walk up on him if you want to. You're going to get embarrassed.
Yeah. Quick. Right now.
Yeah,
right
quick.
Now. Right
Quick. That's the science that you talk about.
Yes, sir.
There was a time me and some of the fellas was at the gym and we ran into Jermaine Taylor, right? And he was saying, I'm just going to punch you in your left shoulder. That's it. Just your left shoulder.
Come on, fam.
And the accuracy, just playing around. He was like, so imagine if I'm using, it was left hand, left shoulder. He was like, imagine if I use both hands at your head. It was the accuracy on his punches. Made you think like, man, this is a whole different level.
Yeah.
These boxers are real. They ain't just dudes in there slugging.
Absolutely.
There's a science with it, is what you were saying.
Absolutely, man.
100%. But the reason why we're having this conversation right now is just simple 3-letter word: ego.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just guys' ego make them think that it's hard for a grown man, to say another man can beat me.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just hard.
Yeah,
You a
no
father, your kids looking at you.
Yeah.
He can beat me. You know, that's prideful, and it's just the ego.
Yeah.
So they don't like to say it. That's why this conversation come up, because if you really look at it logically, they have no chance.
No.
Yeah. That's
None.
none.
No chance.
None.
That's why I don't like
On paper or otherwise.
Yeah. That's why I don't like bad interviewers. I mean, I've heard and seen an interviewer go, "Did you think that you were going to lose this fight?" Yeah. I came into it with the mind frame of losing the fight. Like, what kind of question is that? You know what I'm saying? So,
Unbelievable, man.
being able to jump from, street boxing to regular boxing, and then now you're doing it with your kids. Are they heavy into boxing, or you're just talking to them about life, period?
No, they heavy in the boxing. I got a heavyweight son that's 12-0.
Wow.
I got a junior middleweight son that's 5-0.
Wow.
And I got a 14-year-old that might be better than all of us combined.
Oh, wow.
He's about to fight in the Silver Gloves this Saturday in Vegas. But this little kid is special.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
So
What weight class you got him in right
he's
now?
fighting. He's 14. He's 5'10" and a half. He's fighting at 145. But he hits like a grown man. He stops grown men in the gym.
Yikes.
I mean, what he do to the grown men that he spar? Because the 14 and 15-year-olds don't want to spar him. So what he does to them is so bad that I have to offer their trainer. I said, "Do you need me to bring tampons in for you guys?" I mean, their noses be so bloody.
Yeah.
These grown men noses be so bloody from this kid.
Wow.
It's like no exaggeration.
Wow.
Special.
But you give them a choice, though. You either want the tampons or you don't. I mean, you let me know.
I mean, they don't want the smoke. They kind of get out of it.
Yeah.
No sparring today. No sparring today. Then he'll go through his workout. Then I see him sparring each other.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, wow, this is crazy. How do you duck a 14-year-old?
Right.
And I'm saying,
in a training session though. Like it's not even a it's a training session.
Well, what you said is ego. They don't have an ego, so they know not to get in there with this kid.
I'll pass.
Even though he's 14.
Yeah.
I don't want to come out with my nose bloodied up.
I'm good.
I mean, he 14, but he pound for pound hit harder than I ever hit.
Yeah. They know. They know. They got ego. They don't have egos. I mean, you know.
He takes that ego away from me.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So they like, all right,
They did have one. It got snatched.
Yeah, you want to fight Lil Ron? No, not today.
We good.
He goes through his workout. You come over there. They over there sparring somebody. Oh,
we good,
yeah,
fam.
okay. Yeah,
that's crazy.
No, never mind.
How does that make you feel as a dad with the maturation of your boys in boxing?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have a problem differentiating dad, the coach, for advice as far as boxing, and dad at home? Do they know how to separate it? Because I know sometimes when kids have their dads as coaches or just as figures in the same sport that they play, some will listen to you, some won't. How receptive are they?
Well, the difference is, like, only one of them live with me. The rest of them grown men. So they live their own lives. But I don't try to force myself onto them, but they know I'm an expert. So I mean, I'm not going to downplay me.
Straight up. Absolutely.
They come to me. They solicit me. They solicit my help.
Okay.
I'm always trying to put them in the best situations possible. My oldest son, before he ever fought an amateur fight, I sent him to Emmanuel Stewart. I sent him to Emmanuel Stewart.
Long live Emmanuel Stewart, bro.
My middle son, I had him training with Floyd Mayweather Sr. So, these guys know I don't want to be on the forefront, but when they fight, they want me there.
Yeah.
They want me there. They know, because I'm not this guy just talking to be talking. They need me. Dad, what's the game plan for this? What's the game plan for that?
Yeah.
And for me, I'm brilliant at coming up with game plans for my kids, or for any fighter for that matter. So they appreciate it, and I'm not overbearing. I'm not trying to control every moment of their life. But what I do is try to tell them where I went wrong.
Yeah.
And don't go down here.
Go down
That's
that
a
path.
dead end.
Straight up.
So I mean, if they don't want to be wise, they won't listen.
Yeah.
I think that's important, man. I think it's important when dads hold these positions, in the same sport that their kids play, because they're able to come from a different state of mind of a professional athlete. This is how you behave. This is the thing. These are the things that you do.
Sure.
And we just need more black fathers like that, man. So from one black father to another, man, I salute you for being available for your kids to solicit.
Nah, come on now.
I accept that. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, who was your toughest fight as a pro?
Lennox Lewis.
No question.
Bingo.
No question. Look. I didn't expect too much hesitation.
Lennox Lewis. I
No
mean,
question.
by far. I mean, this man to me doesn't get as much credit as he deserves. I mean, you talking about any heavyweight coming up in our era, from Riddick Bowe to Mike Tyson to Evander Holyfield to Ray Mercer to Tommy Morrison to David Tua to Andrew Galata. Man, he just beat everybody.
He washed them all. Washed
Everybody.
them all, bro.
Yeah.
And you just ran off about 10 dudes
gambit.
that were world champs, bro. Strap holders, bro.
Tua?
These strap holders, bro.
Shannon Briggs.
Shannon Briggs, another one.
Briggs.
Strap holders, bro.
Like this kid, this Lennox beat everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. Like, and really none of the fights was close.
No.
For real, maybe
Dare I
one
say
or two.
Oliver McCall.
He beat Oliver McCall too.
He beat
Oliver McCall got hands, even though
He beat Hasim Rahman. He beat. I mean, the man is, he was a phenomenal champion. He went to 2 Olympics.
Yeah.
He went to the 84 Olympics.
84,
He went to
88,
the
right?
88
Seoul.
Olympics, got gold.
Yep.
And then, I mean, when do you see a world champion throw his belt in the trash can rather than face him?
Yeah.
Like, what?
That's a good
Right.
Come on, dog.
What?
What?
You know what?
What?
Yeah, let me go and drop the strap.
That's like fighting 14-year-old Ross.
Yeah. You know what? I'm good.
I'm good.
That's what's gonna be like.
good.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
I'm good.
Yeah, I don't have an ego. I don't want to fight this dude because I know what's going to happen.
Right. I mean, especially he just knocked me out in the Olympics.
Right.
Yeah.
So I got first-hand knowledge of what's going on.
Yeah.
So he's a phenomenal fighter.
Lennox
Phenomenal
Lewis,
fighter.
bro.
And like you said, a lot of people don't really
don't give him his
talk
due
about it in that same. But you
don't.
look at it like he said, he ran off all those.
He's a monster, bro. He ran through the heavyweight division.
He didn't
bro.
run from anybody.
Not at all, man. Look, man, we got a question from our live feed, man. Shout out Les Pickett, man, our OG out in Compton, man. He says, what's your reaction to the state of the heavyweight division right now, and why isn't it what it used to be when it was the main attraction?
I think it's lukewarm right now. I don't think I think it's picked up some traction with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
But the problem is just with boxing, period. Like, they don't fight each other. And I got a solution to this. If you want to hear it.
I'm listening. That's why we're here.
Okay.
That's why we're here.
Well, this is my solution, right? We only got one world, but we got 4 major world titles, right?
Yeah.
So
WBO, WBC, IBF, IBA, IBO,
WBA,
and ring.
WBC,
And
IBF,
is ring? Will ring be considered a major?
Ring wouldn't be a major.
No, it wouldn't be a major.
But this is
it wouldn't be because it's not one of the world organizations.
Not sanctioned.
This is my solution. I say, when you get a belt, right? So if I got WBC belt, why am I not in the WBA rankings? Right? So now, I'm still a good fighter. They still should be ranked. And if they get up there, if I got the WBC belt, but I'm number 1 in the BA, now the WBA champion has to fight me.
Got to.
Right? And then they go, if you're a current champion, they go 50-50 on the purse.
Yeah.
So now you won't have guys with these belts saying ducking these other guys and not wanting to fight them. You still rank them. They still a good fighter. He ain't your champion WBA. Why he can't be ranked?
Yeah. Right.
He ain't your champion IBF. Why he can't be ranked?
Yeah.
Why can't he be ranked? Because he got another title. So you make him the champion, and then these guys will be forced to fight each other. Simple as that. It's a simple thing.
Because when they talk about mandatories, it's fluff. It gets fluffed, honestly. Because I'm gonna say 7 times out of 10, the mandatory don't even happen. Like, it never even comes about. It usually get fluffed. A lot of the times it get fluffed.
The crazy part is the mandatories really oftentimes don't deserve to be mandatory. Did you see the guy Canelo just fought right before he fought Caleb Plant?
Yeah.
Trash.
Come on, bro.
Trash.
Come on, bro.
So if you got other champions as your mandatory where you have to fight, now we'll have unified belts. We'll have undisputed champions.
Because I personally think him and David Benavidez need to lock up. That need to happen. Personal feeling with Canelo. Him and Canelo need to lock up.
I like Benavidez. I like him. I mean, that would be an awesome fight.
Yes, it would.
But the thing about Canelo is the face of boxing right now.
No doubt.
So whatever Canelo wants to do is what's going to happen.
It's what's going to happen.
You know, if they don't want to fight Benavidez because they want to do this, that, and the third, this, that, and the third will be done.
Yep.
And then when they finish, they'll move up, move down, move around.
Because they're talking about moving up to cruiserweight.
Yeah, he's fighting the BC title.
Yep.
So, you know, I mean, David Benavidez is a tremendous talent. Tremendous talent.
He's so good, bro.
But he just don't have the marketability that Canelo has.
So you have these 4 majors that's basically manipulating who the next fighter in each organization is going to fight.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they don't have to. It don't have to be like that, because if you got a champion.
Oh yeah, I get that. Yeah,
if you got a champion.
If you got a champion,
we can stop playing, and then with the people and just like MMA, the best fight the best.
Yeah.
The best ain't fighting the best. That's what's wrong with the heavyweight division. Back to this question.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong with the heavyweight division, and that's what's wrong with boxing. The best aren't fighting the best.
Yeah.
If you keep the top guys, whether they got a belt or not, I got a belt. So now I'm the champion. Now it's one world. Let's say one world champion.
Mm-hmm.
So just because you got a belt don't mean you can't be ranked number 2 or number 1 in the other division.
Because I think Teofimo Lopez should have fought a rematch on
with Hot Tech.
Lomachenko?
With
yes,
Lomachenko.
with Lomachenko.
Why?
But when he got it, he was like, "Hey,
Yeah,
I'm not giving you a rematch."
In the post-fight
It's
interview,
mine.
he said he was like, "Nah, I'm good.
I'm good."
But
You
why
know?
you
And
think,
that's our guy.
Yeah, we love
But
Teofimo.
I think it would have been another big fight. You know?
Yeah, but I mean, my point of view, I'm glad he did it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I felt like, I felt like it was Bob Arum and Top Rank's fault because they overlooked him. They put him in as an opponent. And me, I'm speaking from this. It might be a little personal because the same thing happened to me.
It.
So when you put somebody in there, and you just looking at him like, I'm an opponent for this guy, and you underpay him, now he got the ball in his. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. So now he got the balls in his court. Now he can dictate this. So no, he got to wait.
Yep.
It backfired. But
Because they thought Vasily was going to walk through the young boy.
Well,
they thought he was going
if
to
you
walk
watch
through
the
him.
commentary, if you watch the commentary,
Oh, it was pro Vasily.
It was all
no question.
Exactly.
No
You would
doubt
have
about
thought
it.
Lomachenko. If you didn't watch it, you would have thought Lomachenko won the fight the way
Yeah.
the commentary
Yeah.
was, right?
Yeah.
But watching it wasn't close.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this: in the second half of the fight,
he
Vasily
closed the gap a little bit.
closed the gap a little bit, but Teofimo had dominated so
he
much
got
of the
out the blocks
fight
fast, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It was kind of out of reach at that point. Absolutely, man. Wow.
So I don't blame Teofimo for not because it really had less to do with Lomachenko than it did with his own promoter.
Sure.
If you my promoter and you his promoter, why is it so one sided? I mean, should I not show up?
Yeah.
And that goes back to what I said about the manipulation
Yeah.
they do with the 4, major organizations with their fighters.
Right.
It shouldn't be that way. Like you said, it should be mandatory that you fight the next dude that's up.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm
And
with
not
you.
just that, right? But to be a mandatory, you should either be a champion, a current champion in another division to be a mandatory, or you should fight a top 5 guy. 2 top 5 guys should have to fight each other to be a mandatory.
There you go.
That way you'll get competitive fights.
Yeah.
That way you'll get real fights. That way we won't get guys just beating guys up, just money grabbing.
Right.
and-
That's essentially what it is.
right.
A lot of money
grabbing. A lot of money grabbing.
But what they're doing is it's like they being nickel slick and dollar stupid because they getting this little money, but the fans ain't really supporting that.
Right.
The fans ain't coming out for that.
Right.
So if you want to really get boxing where it need to be, let the fighters fight. You can get a Intercontinental belt or USA belt or NABF belt and let the other guys build their way up. They can get some type of strap, but the world champion, that's prestigious.
Yes, it is.
So keep it that way. Honor it. They don't honor it.
I agree. I agree.
I got a question from one of our listeners, CJ Long. It's a
out
good
CJ,
question.
man.
He says, "How does boxing change the stigma that if you're great, but if you have a loss or two, now you're considered washed up? Because nowadays, if one loss, he's out."
Yeah.
I blame one man for that. I blame Floyd Mayweather for that.
I knew it was coming, man. I
blame
swear I
Floyd
knew it was
Mayweather
coming,
for
man. Absolutely, man.
I mean, what Floyd did was phenomenal, was exceptional, it was great. But that's just so wrong to base everybody. That's why they taking these fights. That's why everybody, everybody's taking this. Oh, I don't want no dangerous fight because they want to repeat what Floyd did. I want the O, which is lunacy to me because just because you lose don't mean that you washed or you did. In fact, for me, can I get honest with y'all?
Sure,
man.
that's
All right,
Mr.
well,
Platform.
I'm gonna just tell you like this, right? For me, any boxer that gets in the ring, they don't lose. It's not a loss to me, because anybody who steps in that ring got so much courage and heart just to get in the ring. It's like to me, it's like a 70%. You know, you get 70 just for stepping in the ring. You can't go below 70.
Right.
So 70 is passing everywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Bingo.
now they might just leave with that 70. They might not go up. You might get knocked out. You might get anything.
Yeah.
But you can't go below 70%. You know, so a boxer to me can't be a loser. I don't care if he get it. And to me, somebody who'd have been knocked out and get back in there,
Yeah.
that shows
ultimate.
even more courage.
Yes, sir.
You know, somebody like Floyd who don't know how to lose. Imagine if Floyd would have lost.
Right.
Would he have got back? Imagine if Floyd would have gotten knocked out. Would he have gotten back in there?
Right.
Nobody knows because he didn't lose. So
Right.
I'm saying, to me, it shows more intestinal fortitude for somebody to get up off the canvas, get back in there with more dangerous people, bigger punchers, and go in there and win. You know, that's. I just don't call them. I just don't call them losers. And for guys who have losses, I mean, you know, most of the guys who they used to always throughout my lifetime was saying was the greatest fighters, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali. They had losses.
Yeah.
They had
Well,
losses. It's this new generation that think that if you lose, you're a bum, or you this or you that.
Right.
And that's just you know, a foolishness.
Yeah. I agree, man.
Yeah, even if somebody had, like, let's just say a total of 7, 8 losses in their career. Come on, man. Look how many times that dude.
Absolutely.
Who they lose to.
Absolutely. And
You
who
know,
did they lose to?
I mean,
That's big.
No matter how many losses they got, it depends on who they lose to.
Yeah.
You know, if they losing to guys just walking off the streets, okay.
Yeah.
You know, but if they losing to bona fide
World
champions,
champs, strap holders, it's nothing to be ashamed of.
And then how they lose.
Yeah.
Was it a good fight? Was it back and forth?
Yeah.
Or did they just go in there and get washed?
Yeah.
Right.
First round, first punch.
Right.
You know, all that stuff, it's a factor.
Yeah.
So I just think that that's ignorance for people to think that a guy's washed because they got lost to. I mean, Bernard Hopkins lost his first fight.
Yeah.
His first fight.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Yeah.
You got to think when he started as a pro too. It was pretty late when he actually started as a pro.
coming out of prison.
Yeah, coming out of the pen. Like
So I'm saying, do you look at a guy like that and based upon, you know, people's perception nowadays, do you just throw him away or do you invest in Bernard Hopkins? Because if you don't, you're a fool.
yeah.
So I mean,
Wow.
Well, I say it all the time. That's the cancel culture.
Wowzers.
Yeah, that
It's
cancel
tough.
culture is something.
It's tough.
That's what it is. You canceling a dude, like you said, you canceling a dude who has more heart than probably anybody that's even watching the fight. And you canceling him out because he lost.
Right. I tend to just look at I look at dudes' overall output.
Yeah.
Just I can't cancel nobody just because they take a L. Like that's not even the essence of the sport. You know what I mean?
I know. I mean, I
think
do
that's the
know what you mean,
essence
but
of
what I don't understand is, you know, and then he have a sport. When you lose, it's okay.
That's very true.
True story.
You know,
True story.
LeBron can lose finals.
Oh, they gonna keep
You know, they
telling
can
them
lose.
about that.
No team, Michael Jordan, no team ever went undefeated.
Right.
But they good. I mean, Serena Williams, best women's tennis player ever. She took L's.
She took
Well, I mean, even Tiger Woods. I'm talking about even the one-on-one stuff.
Yeah.
They take L's, but if you take an L in boxing, oh, you're a bum. How?
that's
I just
crazy.
don't get it.
That's crazy to me.
It'd be the same people who've never even
Never
played
tried a sport in their
or
life.
even box.
Never play
No,
competitive sports.
It's the world champion internet gangsters.
Bingo. The
They
world
the one.
champion internet gangster.
World champion internet gangsters. That's different.
We've talked about him before.
Yeah,
have.
we entertain them quite a bit.
we,
don't
we entertain them. We do.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna even lie. We entertain
It's some
them
of
a
us
lot.
more than others, right?
Yeah,
Some
well,
of us more
I
than
wouldn't
others.
dare. I wouldn't dare give him. I wouldn't even give him a stroke.
We've
wouldn't
been
even give
guilty
him a
of it.
stroke.
Yeah.
We've been
For
guilty of
what?
it here.
For what? Like,
we ask ourselves that all the time, Rob. We
you
really
talk
do.
to Santa Claus? What's the difference?
Right.
Some of us are sarcastic with it.
Touche.
Some of us
I'm
get
just saying,
sarcastic.
but
Indeed.
why? But why? But now you're
Indeed.
giving them a lane to say something.
True story.
to say something disrespectful.
True
It's
story.
to go too far, to get you in your emotions.
platform.
For what? For somebody
true
you
story.
never going to see.
Never.
story.
Never going to see. Like,
True story.
what are you? Who are you arguing with? Casper the Friendly Ghost?
That part.
Who you arguing with?
Yeah.
People from a wise man told me don't argue with fools.
There you
'Cause
go.
People from a distance can't tell who is who.
There you go.
Me and
Preach.
Goose have that conversation
Preach.
all the time.
A
Sharon,
lot.
why you
Dude,
entertaining
How many
us?
times we go
lot.
golfing, Goose, and I tell you, what you doing? You like, man, some fool
Some-
on. And I'm
Yeah, a
like,
lot.
bruh,
A lot.
don't even pay
Chill,
no
man.
attention, bruh.
Chill.
We golfing.
We golfing, bro. Chill.
That's one thing you would never find me doing is
Yeah.
arguing with somebody on the internet.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
They're going to say, people, everybody know everybody got an opinion. And then some people, that's their job to
Yeah.
rile you up.
That's true.
But
True
what am I
story.
doing? What are you riling me up to do? Take it out on my kid? Take it out on somebody? Go in the store. The minute somebody root me, I'm going to hit him because I'm mad. You're not doing that to me. And in fact, if you talk about winning and losing, they winning.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody can get you out of your
My
zone,
God. My
right?
God.
You lost.
Correct.
And
Correct.
you got to be smart.
Correct.
So how smart are you to allow somebody you don't
Correct.
never going to even see, or even if you see him, you don't even know it's him?
Correct.
What you
Okay,
know?
so
The one thing that Charles Barkley said, which I don't listen to a whole bunch of stuff that he say, but he said this back in the '90s when sports talk shows were booming, for analysts to talk about
Sure.
and to criticize. He said this is going to be the worst thing that ever happened to TV. He said because you're gonna have people, who never played a sport, but they're gonna sit there and criticize and talk down on a person who's made this his life. He's trained all his life to do this. He's trained to be a professional. He's made it to a professional rank.
Sure.
So how can you, who's never played the sport ever, get on here and criticize?
Use a real life.
I can tell you how.
Easy.
I mean, I know how, but
No, I'm saying I can tell you how and why.
Yeah.
The reason why, and this is something I used to tell my kids, right? I used to tell them, look, they talking about whatever people say negative things about me all the time. Whatever they say, they talking about, Rock the Boxer.
Yeah.
They're not talking about me.
Yeah.
I'm a man.
Yeah.
They don't even know me.
Straight
So
up.
let them say, you can't let nobody get you upset about what they say. So, I want them to say whatever they want to say, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, because I need them to watch.
Yeah.
They watch me.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
They
Yes,
watch
sir.
me.
Yeah.
Okay.
They took
Yes, sir.
whatever time out of their life, whether it's a minute, an hour,
Yeah.
2 hours, whatever. They watching me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Charles Barkley, you need those people because they're watching you.
Yeah.
So if they watch you, that's how you get paid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't care if whatever you want to say, you can't affect my bottom line.
Yeah.
But guess what? If you don't allow these people to say what they want to say,
Yeah.
maybe they don't watch.
Yeah.
So I mean, they pay money to watch you, whether it's on cable, whether it's on whatever kind of network it's on. They watch you, so they let them say what they want to say. They're entitled to say what they want to say.
Yeah.
And you got ignorant people. They're gonna get disrespectful. They're gonna do this. They're gonna do. But they watch you. They talking about you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's flattering for real.
Yeah.
Whatever
Real
they
life.
saying. All the people in the world, you talking about me?
Right.
Bring it.
Yeah.
Bring it. You talking about
Let me
me?
get that. Let me get that.
Yeah,
part
I don't
up.
care if you whatever you say, you talking about me.
Yeah.
Why do you even know me? You talking about me.
Because you ain't talking about them.
I'm not at all.
Hands off.
Right.
At all.
Right.
But I'm saying Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, whatever, whoever they talking about, we talking about them. We watch them. They get hours of our life that we can't get back. Glued in for them.
Wow.
That's flattering. Whatever you got to say, I take it. Bring it.
Yeah.
Bring on all the haters you want.
That's the mindset you have to have being a professional football, basketball, boxer,
have
whatever.
to.
You have to have that. I just think sometimes it gets a little bit.
But that goes with it. That goes with
With the territory.
You signed
my
up for
thing is
that,
this,
right?
right?
Signed up
My
for
thing
it.
is this. It's a problem that you rather have than to not be in that position. What would you rather have? Be a regular 9-to-5 worker, going to work every day. Even if you got a decent job at Apple, you rather have that, or you rather be a Michael Jordan or a LeBron James or Kobe Bryant, somebody. Well, okay, people going to talk about you. They're going to assassinate your character. They're going to come at you. They throwing darts, knives, bullets. They coming at you. But that's what they do.
Yeah.
That's what they do. But you put yourself in that position. That's the world we live in.
Yeah.
And all they trying to do is get some money.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you can't knock the hustle. That's all they trying to do. But guess what? They talking about you. They know you. They watched you. Yeah. They can't. Nobody can't talk. You can't talk about Leroy. You don't know Leroy. You never heard of Leroy.
That's real.
Who the hell is Leroy?
But I remember Barry Bonds said, when you walk into a stadium and you booed by 60,000 people, that means you've done something and accomplished something in your life.
You've done something.
Right. Because they ain't booing the popcorn maker.
No, they not.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
exactly right.
No,
That's
sir.
exactly right. So for you to hate on me, I've done something.
Yeah.
I've done something.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it's all good. You know, it's all good. You gotta learn how to take whatever the situation is and make the best out of the situation. Or else you're gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
You're gonna go crazy.
Well,
you can't
I
get
just
every
know
internet
LeBron
gangster.
James,
You can't.
LeBron James just went through something like that where I want to say a couple of weeks ago he was actually playing a game in, I want to say Indiana, maybe Pacers. And someone on the court side said something. He called the ref over.
Got him
pointed at
removed.
They
It was,
got
in,
him
it was in
removed.
regards to his
Was
kids,
he
though.
a little too
It was in
sensitive?
regards to his kids, though.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
was reported.
Right.
He said he
That's
wasn't
what
going to
was
repeat.
reported.
what was said,
yeah,
but
that was
that-
reported. It was
Yeah.
also reported that they flipped him off.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's a little different than really saying what you want to say behind a pen or behind a keyboard. You know, when you're in somebody's face, it's just a little different because, you know, I mean, LeBron got him removed, but what if LeBron would have went and smacked him?
Can't
Like,
say I
no
would have
trouble.
blamed
It
him
was the
all
Ron
on
I'm
that.
just
Artest
saying.
on it.
I'm just saying. To me, I thought it required incredible restraint for him to go get him removed. You know, like okay, you can't just when you got somebody sitting in the floor seats, right? There's somebody. There's somebody. They got something. They got
Sure.
good jobs. They got this. They got that.
Yeah.
So now you trying to hurt me? Now I'm gonna hurt you back. Let me hit you in the pocket.
Yeah.
You know because. Maybe the owner of his company might see that
There
and
you
look at
go.
him and say,
There you
"That's
go.
how you act. That's how you conduct yourself."
Right.
So now let me hit you back. And I thought it was brilliant on LeBron part. I'm not a fan of snitching or telling or nothing like that. Don't get it.
Right.
Twisted like
We
that.
already know that ain't true.
Me streets of Baltimore.
But I'm just saying. I just had to clear that out.
Straight
Baltimore.
up.
Don't get me twisted.
Snitching is brilliant.
No, it's not.
I thought it was appropriate.
You know, because we're finding a lot of that right now. I know what they say with the cancel culture and, you know, all of the internet world
Internet
champ, internet
thuggery.
gangsters.
Internet thuggery.
They're all out there sitting on the floor, whether, like you said, they're working for a company, parents got money, got tickets from somebody's president at, you know, whatever firm. But you're getting a lot of fans feeling like because they are in those seats and in those situations that they can talk to you any kind of way.
But see, what LeBron did was flip it on them. He put the spotlight on them. Mm-hmm. See, they want to say what they want to say, but they want to say it as if they behind the keyboard. Yeah. They want to just say it, and they ain't want LeBron to put them on blast.
Out them out. Yeah.
So now when you put them on blast, now you got everybody who know you, knowing that you that type of person. You know, they want to do it in secrecy. You know, they don't really want to be known for that.
And I know,
that's
you as
another
a
way of looking
boxer,
at it.
since it's such an enclosed little venue when you're fighting. Here's the ring. I know you've heard a lot of stuff
Do you hear that?
hurled at you.
For sure.
Yeah, you can hear it,
Yeah,
but we train to really like block it.
Yeah.
Like I'm focused on.
Gotta do a
I'm
job.
trying to keep my eye on your chin. If you're the guy I'm fighting, I'm just gonna look at your chin the entire time, and I'm gonna listen to my corner. People gonna say whatever they want to say. You know, whether it's good, whether it's my sister, my wife, my fans. I'm even blocking out what they say.
yeah.
You know, so you know we have to block out because I need to hit one man and I need to see one thing. I need to see his chin and I need to listen to my trainer.
Okay,
That's it.
so question then, do you hear their trainer? So if they're saying slip and move or
I can't hear that.
you don't, okay.
I mean, I'm in one corner, they ain't ever
Yeah,
going
if
mine.
you're in
No,
the-
I mean,
during
but
the pandemic, probably,
in-
but not.
Good
Yeah.
point, yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's it.
question then in the ring. So you mentioned Lennox Lewis earlier, but you've had some epic wars with David Tua, Holyfield.
Yes, sir.
How was those experiences, if you want to call it.
It wasn't good for me because I feel like I was cheated in David Tua and Holyfield fight.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I look at the record books, right? And I say they say one thing, right? But I say something different. It only matters to me about mine.
Yes, sir.
Right? And when people introduce me, they always say that I'm a 2-time heavyweight champion, right? But I'm a 3-time heavyweight champion. I fought a hard-hitting guy named Corey Sanders. Corey Sanders, who knocked out Vitaly Klitschko. Vladimir Klitschko. He knocked him out in like 2 rounds. This guy hit so hard, southpaw.
Yeah.
But he had the WBU world title, right? And I took it from him before I fought Lennox. So I'm saying, Michael Buffer said, and the new WBU heavyweight champion of the world, me, in 2000 before I fought Lennox. So I'm not going to allow nobody to say I'm not a 3-time heavyweight champion in the world.
Oh no,
because I know at one time,
to the crib and taking it.
At one time, they didn't look at the WBO belt as a main belt.
That's right.
So maybe 10 years, 20 years, if they start looking at the WBU as this is one of the 5 majors. Now I'm gonna get the credit. Nah, I'm not waiting for nobody.
You want your flowers now,
right?
Yeah.
And so that's why, like, I'm a little different because I don't just let them dictate what I did.
Yeah.
So I won a world title in 2000. Corey Sanders, one of the hardest hitting jokers ever to box. So I look at that, and when I fought David Tua, I beat him in 1998. I beat him. They robbed me. They let him hit me after the bell. Then after that, I was moving, and they stopped the fight. Okay, now he got a win over me, which it was bogus. They didn't give me no time to recover from the lay hit. It was nothing. And then that fight, with that fight, was for the right to fight Lennox Lewis, the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
Yep.
He goes on and fight him. He lose every round.
Gets
Then I fight him
annihilated.
after that, and I win. So it's a little bit of poetic justice there. But I was an undefeated fighter. Undefeated fighter could have been fighting for the title. So in my estimation, I beat David Tua. Then I fought him again and dropped him. They gave it a draw. So I fought this guy twice and beat him twice. Evander Holyfield, anybody can say what they want to say. He's a great fighter. I always say Evander Holyfield is one of the most intelligent fighters that ever lived. He uses his head better than anybody. He uses his head better than anybody. He uses his head very well. So
how did you feel?
That was a joke. That was a joke.
When it happened,
Yeah.
when it happened, did you feel it when you got headbutted?
Yes. See, the thing about it, he's headbutting me constantly, and Evander is so smart.
So Mike was right.
So absolutely, he's lucky he didn't get the other head bit. So what I'm telling you is he'll headbutt you, and then he'll throw a series of punches to confuse the referee. So now, once he finished throwing them punches, and this whatever cut or whatever appears, now where'd it come from? Did it come from the butt or the punch? Right. So I'm saying he's a real clever fighter.
Yeah.
But I look at it like Evander always he's fatigued notoriously down the stretch of fights. So in the 10th, 11th, 12th round, like that's our whole thing.
Yeah.
That's our whole thing. But now you want to give him a technical decision and then no rematch?
Yeah.
No rematch? No.
Yeah.
Come on now. What is going on?
Yeah.
So I can look at things, from the records and say it's one thing, but I lived it, so can't nobody tell me what it is. David Tua cannot beat me. We can fight 100 times. He going to lose every time. He can't get past my jab. That's why he had to throw a punch after the bell. After I was way up on the scorecard. They should have just went to the scorecard.
Right.
Then we fought again. In fact, one another time I was late. I was playing chess in my room with my brother. We was playing chess. So I ain't come to the arena it was already the fights was going on. I came like 45 minutes before the fight.
Yeah.
So when I came over there, I just wrapped up.
Yeah.
I warmed up and went before. But HBO was panicking. Where's Rock? Is he not coming? Is he not coming? But before the fight, all the analysts and everybody was saying, David Tua gonna beat him. He's gonna knock him out in one round, 2 rounds. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Why am I here? You know what I'm saying? I just go in and
Just
come
pack
in
it
and lay
up.
down.
Yeah.
Then I beat him again. They gave it a draw. So I mean, I don't. And it's been numerous occasions where we've seen fighters beat somebody and they just take it from. I mean, come on now. I'm looking at you looking at this top 100 stuff, right? But
Which we gonna get into.
And one fight that stands out that I hate the result of it was Pernell Whitaker.
Oh, my
beat
God.
the brakes off of Julio Cesar Chavez.
Yes,
and they
he
gave him a
did.
draw.
Yep.
Come on now. Now people who wasn't privy to seeing it, they gonna just think it was a draw.
Man,
Sweet Pea, man.
Yes.
come on, man.
Yes.
Rest in power to Sweet Pea,
My
man.
guy, man.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying the record books ain't always accurate.
They're not. They're not, bro. And that's a perfect segue
The eye test, bro.
right into this top 100, man, that we want to talk about.
Alley-oop.
It's old oop, man. Little Gary Payton and Sean Kemp joint. You know what I mean? We gonna start at 12 because I believe these two guys that are outside of the top 10, you can argue that they are top 10 guys. So I'm gonna start at 12
What, and work back down to 1?
and back down to 1. Okay. So right now, Ring Magazine has Bernard Hopkins at number 12 all time. Number 12 all time.
It just depends on who's ahead of him.
Now,
According to
let's-
Ring.
this is according to Ring Magazine.
According to Ring.
According to Ring Magazine.
Because we're getting the real from the brother Rahman right here.
Absolutely.
It's like, you're not going to tell me that I lost this fight to this dude.
Absolutely. No question about it. But we're looking at a 55-8-2 record with 32 knockouts, bro.
How about world champion at 50?
Yeah.
How about that?
That part too.
Man,
How about that? How many?
At 50.
Name me another guy.
50 years old,
Name
bro.
me another guy on that list that was world champion at 50.
Unless George Foreman is on there.
50s.
Nah, George Foreman wasn't champion at 50.
No, I don't think he was.
No way.
champion at 50.
No
He
way.
He was probably
45.
45.
Yeah.
45.
Yeah, that's
But
the old
name me a
Marshall, Texas
world
boy right
champion at 50.
That, at
And,
any level.
And hold
Can't
up,
give
wait
it
a
to
minute,
you.
wait a
Shout out
minute,
to the
wait a minute,
50s.
wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Not only that, right? Not only that, but this is a guy who had to maintain the weight. Like George
Yes.
Foreman came in whatever weight he wanted to come.
275,
Right.
280
So
sometimes.
now
Yeah.
you got to be disciplined and diligent and coming in, making a weight,
Yeah.
keeping your strength.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
man.
That's the
No,
unsung
big.
part of it, though.
It is.
Maintaining
Maintaining
weight.
weight. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Underrated. So I'm saying, Bernard,
Very underrated.
Number 12.
Extremely underrated, Bernard
I'm
Hopkins,
curious to see who these 11 people
You're
are.
going to be
in front of.
entertained.
Well, let's get into it, man. At number 11, we got Julio Cesar Chavez, man. 107-6-2.
Stable.
I could just gotta hear some more. I mean, Julio Cesar Chavez is an all-time
no
great
fun.
fight. Yeah, he was.
Let him finish. What was you gonna say,
He's an
bro?
all-time great fight. I just need to see who's in front of him.
Okay, okay. Number 10, we're starting at 10 now. Archie Moore at 10. 186-23-10.
A little heavyweight, too. He was a little heavyweight.
Yeah, Archie Moore
Yeah,
was.
they had it. Well, first ring ranking was number 5. He was a middleweight at the time in July 1940.
Yeah, it's that's when the eras come in and that's a whole nother conversation. But
He won
Archie Moore was definitely a great fighter.
Sure. He was Ring Magazine champ at light heavyweight from 52 to 62.
Yeah, that's.
So
I mean,
he held that for
it's hard. It's hard to really. He was number 10.
Yeah, they got him at 10 all time. It's 10 all time.
Let me hear some more.
I got you. I'm here. Number 9, the great Manny Pacquiao.
Manny at number 9.
Man. 62-8-2 with 39 knockouts, bro.
Well, I mean, with Manny, I mean, see, when you got guys who did unprecedented things, I think they should be top 5. Like Bernard should be top 5 for just winning the title at 50.
Yeah,
You know,
that's gigantic, bro. That's
Manny
huge.
Pacquiao won titles in
Like
8 different
different
divisions.
classes, bro.
Now, me personally, for Manny, I always thought it was maybe a little something going on with Manny.
Listen, this is let the ball bounce.
You know, yeah, we bouncing.
There's no
we bouncing.
holes,
No,
no
we
holes
keep it
barred
100.
here.
We keep it 100.
Yeah, we bouncing. So,
Elaborate.
I mean, I just don't know how you can go from starting your career at 112 and then be the strongest fighter.
I mean, the strongest.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, I mean, then when you
The cream and the clear.
so
Man.
so when Floyd didn't want to fight him for all those years, I understood. Okay, let's make the playing field level, and then let's go from there.
Because there's a lot of people that say, "Oh, Floyd waited till Manny was washed," and
Floyd was older.
Floyd older than Manny, bro. So if he waited till he was washed himself, right?
Or
And that's why it was a wash fight.
Car wash.
Fight was trash.
It wasn't a good fight.
It was a defensive.
It was a
I mean, what would you
stress.
expect from Floyd? Like, see,
Yeah,
people,
we knew what he was gonna do. We knew
right,
what Floyd was
right.
gonna do.
That's what people don't understand. It's a major difference between Pretty Boy Floyd and Money Mayweather.
Totally
we
different.
talk-
Totally
Yeah.
different.
Speak on it.
If you watch, say his fight with Diego Corrales,
That was Pretty Boy.
When that was Pretty Boy. It's
Rest in heaven.
rest in heaven, Diego. He knocked Diego
Can we
down
can we
six times in
can
that
we
fight.
talk about like Arturo guy? Cause Diego that's my I can't. I don't even want to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Arturo Gotti.
Yeah,
Classic
talk
example.
about that. Yeah, let's do
Another
that.
classic example.
There we
If
go.
you watch that fight at Boardwalk Hotel and
Right.
Casino in New Jersey, he put on a clinic
Right
Against
there you
Gotti.
go.
against Gotti.
And Angel Man Freddy.
Angel Man Freddy, same thing.
right.
But when people say, "Hey man, Floyd ain't this, Floyd ain't that," go back and watch the Arturo Gotti fight and then come back to me.
See, they're looking at Floyd at
Yeah.
the later stages of career where he didn't pack the power at welterweight.
Sure.
That's why when people ask you, well, could he have beat? People ask me, could he have beat Sugar Ray Leonard? I say no. Because Floyd wasn't really. He capped out at welterweight.
Sure.
That's where Sugar Ray Leonard started.
Sure.
He started
You know?
there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I mean,
man.
this naturally bigger, stronger guy.
He fought a couple of catchweight fights, 152, and then I think he fought
And
at
then he
super
fought
welter.
Roberto Duran 100 times, probably,
right,
which were great
right.
fights, by the way.
Absolutely, man. So Manny Pacquiao at 9, you cool with that?
I'm just
Gotta see a little bit more go.
Manny got an asterisk next to his name for me in his whole career.
Got you.
So.
Look, great champion, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When Juan Manuel Marquez knocked him out, I ran into my street. I ran to the street yelling "Viva la Mexico."
Yeah.
I did. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Great fighter though. Manny Pacquiao is a great all-time fighter. But that night, we was waving Mexican flags and eating tortillas, bro. Straight up.
Just tortillas.
That's what we was doing. That's what we was doing that night. Right?
You ain't putting no beans
That's
and
what we
meat
was
or
doing.
rice on there?
That's what we was doing. That's what we was doing that night. I'm sorry, man. Look, man.
There wasn't nobody coming and taking no guacamole from me that night.
Nope. Can't have the guac.
Mouth dried in the mud.
Oh, man. At number 8, Cesar Charles. At
As a
number
Charles.
8. Yeah.
As a Charles was
at
slick
number 8.
fighter.
Charles.
He's
Yes.
a slick fighter. Me
95, 25, and 1 with 52 knockouts.
I get what you're saying, but for me, and I might be biased, but I just think honestly that my generation would have beat those guys. I just think we were bigger and stronger.
Yep.
I just think as Charles was a small, these
Yeah, he was
small guys.
Little heavyweight. Bro.
Right, these small
Little
guys, like you
heavyweight.
can't get in there with a Klitschko at that size.
No, man.
Like,
Cincinnati
come on now.
Cobra, bro.
So I mean,
Cesar Charles, man.
let's hear number 7. I
Yes,
just
indeed.
think our era was a little. I don't know if we was tougher in terms of heart and desire, but we were just bigger and stronger.
Bigger and stronger.
Yes.
Naturally more gifted athletes.
Right.
Is what I'll say. At number 7, Willie Pep.
Willie Pep. Willie Pep was.
7.
I mean, it's like I said, one of them guys who did unprecedented things.
Yes.
Willie Pep is the only guy to ever win a round in boxing without throwing a punch.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
229, 11, and 1 with 65 knockouts.
Wow. Without
He
throwing
was
a punch.
defense. Yeah, he won a round without throwing a punch. So, I know my boxing.
Yes,
So
sir.
obvious.
Yes,
So
sir.
obvious.
Clearly. That's why we're here.
Educate us.
That's why we're here.
So if you do something unprecedented like that,
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
I mean, that alone
Just
should
didn't
you,
get touched,
on
bro.
the top.
See,
Yeah.
and see, that's the thing, because if you look at boxing now, if a fighter goes around without throwing a punch or throwing minimal punches, he could possibly lose that round.
Definitely get booed.
Getting booed for sure. That's happening. he can possibly lose the round, even though he didn't get touched. But what the judges will say is the other fighter was busier,
more active
he
fighter.
was active.
But the rules,
but he didn't touch me though. What do you mean?
But the actual rules should suggest that the guy who has the better ring generalship should win the fight.
Absolutely.
You know? So that's how Willie won that round.
I agree. Wow.
So Larry Bird was the Willie Pep when he shot every shot and
Left
scored
hand.
47.
With his left hand.
47.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And he was
With
the
his
Willie
left
Pep of
hand.
basketball.
Yeah, that'll
Okay.
work. That'll work.
And they asked him, how come you didn't shoot with your right hand? Because I'm saving it for the Lakers.
Yikes.
47 with his hand.
Wow.
And I'm saving this one for the Lakers.
47. Oh my goodness, man. At number 6, Floyd Mayweather Jr.
At 6.
50-0, 27 knockouts.
At 6.
At 6.
I think, Floyd fought 20-something world champions in a row.
Probably the most
Beat
all
them all.
time.
Yeah.
Beat 'em
So,
all. Yep.
I think he definitely, whether you want to put him at 1, 2, or 3, that's you got an argument there, but he definitely should be top 2, 3.
Yeah, and I'm not even arguing the number 6 slot here based on what's coming after, but I won't dismiss what you just said since you know your boxing. I'm not going to dismiss what you said.
Floyd definitely was a unique talent, and then when you look at boxing, you got to look at all the things he's done for boxing.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He really the ones who got this drug testing brought it in. This man made more money than the whole list combined, the whole 12 combined, the top 12 combined, all their salaries, put them together, it don't add up to what he made.
Wow.
Does that count for something? Does that count for anything?
And
right.
What you bring to the sport?
Sure.
Then that a man is a promoter still bringing stuff into the sport.
Sure.
Sure. Come on now.
And something that you said earlier where you don't care if you hated or loved, you still got to watch.
Right.
The reason why his numbers are astronomical is because he didn't care whether you hated or loved him. You were going to tune in. You were going to tune in to see him win or try to tune in to see if he lost.
You're tuning in.
If you really look at it, the emergence of Floyd Mayweather, when he was with Bob Arum, he was a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was the good guy, and he wasn't making money like that. In fact, he was making $2 million a fight. He called it a slave contract. Y'all remember that?
Yep.
Right. So he knew what he was worth. He knew his worth. He bet on himself.
Yep.
He bought himself out of the contract with Bob Arum, and he bet on himself. He linked up with an amazing guy with Al Heyman, and they let the ball bounce.
Bingo.
Talking about. Look at that.
That's what I'm
Look
talking
at
about.
that. Look at that plug,
All
man,
day,
from the
man.
champ,
I
man.
mean, it's the truth, though.
It's the truth.
They
It's
let
the
it
truth.
speak for itself.
No doubt about it. Now, when it comes to when people say Floyd ducked people, now the only time I could see him ducking somebody is when he didn't fight Antonio Margarito, and we know why he did not fight Antonio Margarito.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Oh,
You don't know why.
oh,
Give us the
I'm
scoop.
listening.
You don't know why.
I'm listening.
You about to say because of the hand, right?
That's what I was about to say.
That's
I ain't
not
gonna
why.
lie to
That's
you.
what we all
That's not
thought.
why.
I'm listening to you.
That's not why. The reason why he didn't fight Antonio Margarito because he was trying to get out the top rank contract.
Okay.
And Bob was holding him like, all right, you want to fight Margarito? We gonna have to re-up. So he gonna have to, if he fights Margarito, then he gonna have to be with top rank for more
I
years.
got
Lock
you.
back in.
Got you.
Right.
Okay.
Got you.
So he was holding Margarito over there. I'm gonna give you this much money, putting it out there to the public. We're gonna give you this much money to fight Margarito. So Floyd like, I'm not worried about Margarito. I don't want to be with you, Bob. So I'm walking away from this.
That's interesting.
So it looks like to everybody and everybody thinking they know that he ducked Margarito. That wasn't it.
And I don't call it a duck.
This is great
were to be a
intel.
duck.
This is
great intel.
He wanted his independence.
Because I thought one thing.
Yeah.
I've been thinking one thing
That's why I
all
told
these
you
years.
to know.
Yes.
All these years I've been thinking one thing.
Nah, it wasn't the Margarito, and it had nothing to do with the gloves or how hard Margarito hit. He just wanted out. Now I'm gonna tell you, once he got out, if Margarito was his mandatory, he would have fought
him.
Yeah, it wasn't about him afraid of Margarito or ducking Margarito. That was never the case. He just wanted out of his contract.
Yeah, because I don't ever for one second think he was afraid of Antonio Margarito.
Well, I just gave you the goods.
Yeah. Wow.
But you know what that
I've been
does
thinking
too?
this whole time. For years I've been thinking this.
You know what it says,
That's
though?
good intel,
because
man. I like
that. The brilliance of Floyd to see that far ahead, too, because most fighters, all right, give me this check.
Right.
But he saw beyond
today's.
He gave Bob a
The
check.
Scottie Pippen deal. Yes, bro. Yes, indeed.
He gave Bob a
Sometimes
check.
you have to
The
take a
real
loss
slave
to get
deal,
what
right.
you want down the road. That's what it was.
Absolutely.
He bet on himself.
Absolutely.
He bet on himself, and you got guys
worked.
doing that. You're right. Devin Haney bet on himself.
It's always
know,
good to bet on yourself.
That's what I want to ask you.
No, it's
real
not
quick.
always good to bet on yourself.
Oh,
It's not always good to
You
bet on
can't
yourself.
come with it.
It's not always good. I'm saying if you special and like some people, they just think because this person did it's gonna work for me. Sometimes it's better to take that check. You know, because
Dennis
you
Schroeder
But you
bet
got
on
a lot
himself
of
and
people
lost.
out there with the mentality that they feel like they special and that this is my time, and so they out there betting on themselves.
and they lose it.
Taking L's. Yikes.
Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, there you go.
He took a major L.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, like,
disappointed the whole
like how do
country.
you know? How do you
That.
not take that money?
Come on, man.
Right.
You
And
don't take
then
that
you
bag.
go back and then you 6
Playing
point.
for-
What did he play? $8 million.
Yeah,
6 million.
five.
What is it?
Five, I think he signed with
That's
Boston.
lunacy.
That's crazy. From a 100 and what the Lakers offer him? $180?
Well, whatever they offered him,
It was something
far
insane.
more than
It
the
was
6
something in the
million
ones.
they
Yeah.
making.
Oh yeah, he's far cry from
Yeah.
it. Now, real quick before we get into this top five, I want to ask you when we just brought up Devin Haney, great young champ right now in the game. Who are your top, let's say top 3 young guys right now that's on the come up, or that have already come up and got straps?
Okay, well, I'm gonna say the young guys. Boots Ennis got to be there. Number like this kid is phenomenal. You know he doesn't have a strap right now,
Right.
but I'm gonna say this.
I
and
want to
y'all-
say
y'all-
he's in the rankings though.
But this guy is, I think, Terence and Earl
like
and everybody else,
Yeah.
but to watch out, do what y'all gonna
Yes.
do at 147 and
Yeah.
get out of there.
Get out of the way. Get out of there. Get out of there.
So,
That's funny.
and you know,
Yep, Jerron Ennis, 28 and old Jerron Ennis is, bro.
man, this kid is.
He don't
this
have a
kid-
strap yet, but he's
Right.
25
The
knockouts.
reason
too.
why he don't have a strap because nobody don't want to put their
Don't
strap
nobody wanna-
up.
don't nobody
They
wanna
don't-
fight him.
They don't want to lose their strap. Watch this kid. Amazing talent.
Yeah, I knew I saw him in the rankings. Yeah, they got Jerron Ennis right now at 147, man, ranked 5th in the world, bro. 28 and over, 25 knockouts, bro.
I like
Yikes.
Big Baby.
Okay.
You know Big Baby?
Yeah. Heavyweight,
Yeah.
Big Baby, yeah.
It's 2 Big Babies.
Oh, okay.
You know it's 2 Big Babies.
I'm thinking of the heavyweight Big Baby.
Both of them heavyweights.
It's another Big Baby.
Yeah, it's 2 Big Babies. One Big Baby got the steroid stuff. He kept.
Right.
That's what you talking about.
Yeah, that's
that's
what
not
I'm talking
what I'm
about.
talking
Okay. All
I'm
right.
talking about it's another Big Baby. He's with Top Rank. He give Tyson Fury the blues. Jay Prince got him. This kid gonna be.
if Jay Prince got
yeah,
him,
he gonna be
Right.
cancel Christmas, bro. That's the mayor.
Yeah.
That's the mayor,
Yeah, he
bro.
gonna
He's
be-
the mayor.
yeah, he gonna be
He's
special.
the mayor of Houston.
He got.
bro.
I think he probably 15-0, 14-0, something like that. All knockouts. All knockouts. This kid's special. So I like those 2 guys. Yeah, I definitely like them, and you know, of course, I like Devin Haney.
Of course, I love Devin Haney, man. I really, truly do, man. I do.
I got like I told you, I mentioned earlier, I got a 14-year-old son. Devin Haney taking him up in his wing.
Yes,
Devin and
sir.
Bill, they love him.
Yes,
they
sir.
he gonna be going to training camp with him.
Sir.
He's just getting everything he need from them. They teaching him everything.
Yes.
So I mean, I like those 3 right there.
Yes,
There you
indeed.
go.
Yeah, man. I'm on right there, man. Yes,
Check
sir.
out the big baby, Jared Anderson.
Jared
man.
Anderson. Okay,
Yeah.
got you. All right, let's get into this top 5, man. Emil Griffin. Emil Griffin, 85, 24, and 2, 23 knockouts.
He's at number 5.
He's at number 5, Emil Griffin. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said,
What's his years?
Yeah, Emil Griffin was back in the day, bro.
yeah, he
was
did.
like in the early
you know,
60s.
I
bro.
just don't think these guys could stand up to a Roy Jones Jr.
Oh,
or
no.
or a Bernard Hopkins.
Roy.
You know, so you know, my top 12 would not include a lot of those guys.
Yeah. Number 4, Tony Canzoneri.
What was that, Rocky Balboa's little cousin?
Bruh,
I mean,
look,
who are we talking
Look,
about?
I've never personally heard of him. I'm not gonna even lie. Never heard of him.
I haven't seen him.
137, 24, and 10
Interesting.
with 44 knockouts. Though I personally never heard of him.
I guess I need to sharpen up.
Look, I mean, I think I study the sport a little bit. I've never heard of this guy.
I think whoever made that list studied the sport a little too much.
Right. And we talking like mid-20s, man, into the 30s.
You got to realize that I mean, you know, people gotta be fair when they making a list.
Yeah.
And where is Jack Johnson in the top 10?
Jack Johnson
if
is
you're
not. If you gonna go back that far, you gotta go to Jack.
I was just thinking that.
Jack, look, I don't think because it's a top 100.
How you ain't know Jack was gonna be number
I don't
one?
remember. Like
He's not.
I know you know he not, but I'm just saying.
I don't think Jack is cracked the top 100, and that's ludicrous. That's ludicrous, bro.
I mean, you know,
Jack Johnson's not on.
who wrote the list?
This Ring Magazine's top 100.
I understand, but you know,
The
somebody
writer-
wrote the list.
the writer-
I ain't gonna say no names, but I'm just saying somebody wrote the list.
Come on, go get your people.
Somebody
Tell
wrote the
them
list.
get
Somebody wrote the list, man.
their life together, man.
Somebody
This is
wrote the
crazy.
list.
Like I can't believe this. I really can't.
Somebody wrote the
I've
list.
never heard of him.
See, my favorite boxer is probably not number 1, which is Roy Jones
Roy
Jr.
Jones Jr., my favorite
But to
fighter
me,
of all
he's,
time.
He would have been number one.
Yeah,
He would have been.
Probably would have had he not.
if he stopped.
If he had a stop.
But still, with
Yeah.
that being said, because the way he got stopped in a couple of fights was
No,
no
I'm not even
different
talking
than-
about that. I'm talking about had he just stopped fighting.
I know. I'm just.
Yeah.
But to me, his career was greater than Manny Pacquiao's.
I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna
So-
argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with you. I mean,
So I'm already having
it's kinda-
issues
It's kind of hard
with the
with
list.
eight division titles, though. That's a little difficult. But I'm still not gonna argue with you just because that's my favorite fighter of all time. So I'm not gonna argue with you.
Manny made it to 7, man. Stop it. I
Hey,
said
man.
7?
Hey man,
Got you.
number 3 all time, Muhammad Ali.
3?
Number 3.
All right.
56-5, 37 knockouts.
Wow.
Number 3.
I mean, he'd probably be number 3 on my list too, but number 2 and number 1 would probably be significantly different. But to go back and say something, I got one thing to say that's gonna probably be controversial. I might kick me out.
Say it,
But
because I'm probably thinking the same thing. Is it in regards to Muhammad Ali?
no, it's not.
Oh, okay.
It's not Muhammad Ali. But
Okay.
but it got something to do with people on the list. And you know, to me personally, if anybody who ever got caught using a banned substance should not be on the
Out of
list.
there.
Period. They should not be on the list. I mean, any of them ever was on there, they just
They got to
disqualified.
be done. Disqualified, bro.
Out of
I
From the
mean,
there.
list.
but who are we talking about though?
I'm just saying, like,
We'll
I
get
mean, we
there.
named the dude.
people on the
We'll get
list.
there.
We named the dude
People on the list.
about 5 minutes ago.
There's people on the list.
We'll get
So
there.
We
You
named the
don't
dude
think-
about 5 minutes ago.
So Hasim, you don't think Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame?
Oh,
I mean,
Did he
Don't go
get
there,
caught?
man.
He
Don't
didn't get
go
caught. Did he
there.
get caught? Did he
Okay,
get caught?
well, yeah, Barry got caught. But listen,
Did he really get
one-
caught though?
for one, I'm saying baseball. First of all, Barry Bonds was a Hall of Famer
Long before.
that. That's number one.
Thank you.
That will be my argument with that. But
Thank you.
then, far as boxing, it don't matter because you can't hurt nobody. You can't kill nobody with the baseball.
right?
You know, you can kill guys. You go in there
Kill
with the
people,
intention.
literally.
You really attempted murder. You really go in there trying to hurt
Yes.
somebody, and you
Yes.
stacking the deck unfairly to go in there with the fight.
Not cool.
So that's. I mean,
That's a good point.
That's a
that
great
you know
point.
that analogy is not fair to me to say Barry Bonds against whoever that used steroids and because Barry wasn't. If Barry would have hit somebody with a bat, went out and start beating him down while he was on roids, all right, yeah, and he went into a rage or something like that, then I get it. You know, but if he just if he hit it in the ball hard as he can, He hitting the ball hard as he can, not hitting somebody in the chin, giving them brain damage, could kill them. They couldn't talk to their child.
They try to say that the reason why he got so better later on in life because of steroids, it made his eyesight better to see the ball.
Anybody that has played this game,
sure, he gained some weight.
His eyesight,
like we all have over
over
time as we've gotten older,
bro.
But
hold on, wait, are you trying to say he wasn't on steroids?
I am saying that.
Stop. Can we ask him to leave? And you in a nice suit like that, man. You can't do that.
All I'm saying is he didn't do that, man. That's all I'm saying.
He's still your guy.
I'm not saying
I'm in the suit so I can
He's still your guy. Why is he not your guy? Because he a drug cheat. He's still your guy.
Rob, for real.
Still your guy.
Oh, God.
Your guy just a cheater.
Oh, God.
Cheat daddy.
I can't accept it.
What do you mean?
I'm not going to accept it. I can't. That's my guy.
So you don't know the difference. Can we guys on here?
Hold on. Did OJ do it?
You don't know the difference between real stuff and bull
Yikes.
stuff.
Yes.
So you don't know.
I do know.
You don't know anytime you saying Barry didn't cheat.
So
Look, Barry did something he just didn't technically get caught. He did. Barry did.
He said he took the cream in the clear.
Something, bro.
Stop
He took
Barry
the cream
did
in the
something.
clear.
he did it
He's still your
accidentally.
guy. No, he didn't.
No.
Greg Anderson gave it to him accidentally.
So what you doing
his
now?
lotion into your body.
Now what you doing now? What you doing now? You know what you doing right now?
I'm in
Let
plausible
me tell you what you doing.
deniability.
I'm gonna tell you what you doing right now. Right? You saying more about you than you saying about Barry.
Oh, man.
Reflection,
Man.
What do you mean? You condoning it? If that was your son, that's your son. Would you let your son cheat?
No.
We ain't letting.
Would you let him? Would you want him to follow Barry Bonds? Would you want him to be a role model for your son? Come on, let's take it home now. Let the ball bounce.
My thing with Bonds is this. Here's my thing. Even with the steroids, I don't think steroids, whether he did it or not. So let's go with the notion that he did it. Right? Let's go with the notion that he did it.
We know it ain't make him
Steroids-
significantly better. We know that.
That's my point.
But it made
because
him
you
better.
still got to put bat on ball. Pause. You still have to do that to be an effective player.
It didn't affect his play except the power. It gave him more power. He always hit the sweetest swing. He always can hit. He can hit home runs. But he
Next to
started
Ken
hitting
Griffin.
more
Next
home
to Ken
runs.
Griffin.
He's right there.
He right there.
But I'm just
He
saying,
right there.
he still had this, right?
So when they came down with the bust with the Mitchell report, that happened in what, 2000?
I think it was a little bit after that.
So either way, when they
Rafael
came out with
Palmeiro.
mandatory testing, right?
It was like
Barry
01,
Bonds
02.
had 3 straight MVP years after they came out with mandatory testing. He never tested positive. Never tested positive.
Neither did Manny Pacquiao.
He
They
had
weren't
a
testing for it though.
he had a professional drugger
Yeah.
go through all these tests. I mean,
It's a documentary on it.
They knew how to
I think he's a Hall
circumvent.
of
They
Famer.
knew how to circumvent. He was a Hall of Famer before this
Yes.
steroid era.
No doubt.
We get
He's a
that.
Hall of Famer, regardless.
Nobody's denying that, right? But what you can't cheat. It's disrespectful to the game to cheat.
That I agree with. Okay, so then let me say this then. What if more than 50%? What if more than 75% are doing all the same thing? Do you have a more level playing field if everybody else is doing it?
Put yourself in a position. Would you want your child to do that?
No. The answer is
All right,
no.
that's what I'm saying. So that's your answer to me.
Unfair.
That's my answer to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
I'll go with that. Was the most compelling
Yeah.
argument that I've heard about it when you took it home.
That's
Well,
what I'm saying.
I mean-
That's why you got to take it.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's
why
just
you got to
unfair.
take it.
It's
Because
an
everything
unfair
else,
playing field.
you're not being real. But if you put your own there, you put your own. Now it's like, I ain't even telling you put yourself there. Put your child there. Would you want them to, is that how you taught them? Is that how you raise them? That's how you want them to be?
Right.
You want them to go cheat?
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
that's a great point.
I'll take that one.
Great point.
But you know, we
point.
right now in
so Ronnie Coleman them cheaters too, huh?
Yeah.
Ronnie Coleman.
Bodybuilders.
Yeah, we can-
Stop it. Stop it.
yeah, that's,
Stop it.
I mean, hey. Look, man, let's round out this top 2, man. We looking at Joe Lewis. Career record 66-3 with 52 knockouts. Bro.
Excellent fighter.
Undeniable.
Excellent fighter, but definitely not number 2.
What would you have him?
Not number 2. He's not number 2.
Top 10?
You'd be in your top 10.
Maybe.
Ooh.
Can I say something? Because
We gonna have to
I
have you
think this
back
is
so
where
we
you're
can
going
get
with
your
the 2.
top
Because
12.
Joe Louis fought at what? 205, 210.
That's why I'm trying to say.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's.
Like,
If
these
he fought
guys-
today's boxers
right.
from the
And I think
2000s,
that's
from
what-
your era on up,
at
Yeah.
that size,
Yeah,
he
he
don't
was
make
like,
it
bro.
like that. He don't
Yeah.
make it.
Sure.
Yeah.
You don't think he
that
should be
was
at number 2 either?
No.
But you believe in
his
Barry Bonds.
resume, his resume. But if he had to fight these boxers,
Okay.
But see,
He'll get
this is the
mopped.
thing. It's kind of like this, right?
What about the era he was fighting in?
But-
too, though?
and that's what I was
But
going
that's what I'm
to
saying.
say.
The competition wasn't the same.
But we
that's
look-
what
but
I'm
we-
saying.
but
The
we-
competition
but we
wasn't
look
But
the
I'm
same.
saying outside of boxing, he had to fight that too.
Well, so did
Yeah.
Jack Johnson for that
Yeah,
matter.
Jack
And he
Johnson
not,
had
to
he
fight
not
more than
even.
anybody.
So I mean, you
That's
He still
terrible.
showed up to the club with white women. Anyway, didn't matter to him.
Tough.
Didn't matter.
tough.
Yeah, tough. Didn't matter. But it's like this. When you look at Joe Louis, who's what he might have been today he would have been a cruiserweight.
Right.
right?
So if you looking at him fighting heavyweight then, and then looking at the heavyweights we have right now,
I'm gonna
Joe-
just say
Joe
this.
wouldn't have
I'm
been able
gonna
to get
just
in
say
the
this,
ring
right?
with the-
I'm gonna
come
just say
on,
this.
man.
I'm gonna say this, right? And y'all might. I'm sure y'all not gonna agree with me, but I think Roy Jones beats Joe Louis.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to argue with that.
I was just about to use the exact. I was just about to say.
But I
not
ain't hear
gonna
Roy
argue.
Jones. But I ain't hear Roy Jones' name in this
Right.
top 12.
No,
I was
so
just
that's
about
why
to say.
that's why it's hard for me
It's
to
not.
accept him at number 2.
because
Yeah.
Roy Jones moved up to heavyweight
Right.
at that weight.
Right.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying. I
Paul
think
John
he would
Ruiz.
beat Roy Jones.
Yep.
I
Paul
think he
John
beat
Ruiz.
Roy Jones. I mean, I think Roy Jones
Jones
beat
beat-
Joe
yeah.
Louis.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm saying
Don't
it's
we
kind of
agree?
hard for me to
Yeah,
just
and
number 2.
I think a lot of this too is a lot of these dudes are just legendary, right? So we don't want to let go necessarily of
And-
their what you,
Legend.
what- of their legend.
Their laws,
Thank
right,
you.
right, their laws.
Of their legend. We don't want to let go of their legend.
But-
But let's be honest. Roy Jones sweeps Joe Louis.
Yeah, he
up,
does.
bro.
Yeah.
He was
does.
just entirely too fast.
Way too fast.
Way too slick. I mean, we've seen film on Joe. We done seen fights of Joe's. We weren't there, but we saw the fights. Roy was too fast, bro.
He beat Max Schmeling
Yeah,
real bad in that second fight.
Back then, they were still fighting.
I was there, of course. They was doing
They were
fight like
there.
this. It was on some put 'em up.
Who's number 1? Ray Robinson?
Sugar Ray Robinson, yes, sir.
At number 1.
At number 1, man, 174, 19, and 6.
And no Mike Tyson in there.
No,
I'm
Mike
just-
not there. 109 knockouts though for Sugar Ray Robinson.
Lennox Lewis not even in there.
Lennox
man.
not. Look, we can go.
He's not in the
back.
top 10. He's
Look,
on the
George
100
Foreman
list
not
though.
even in there, man.
Let's give some notables here. Number 14, Roy Jones. Roy Jones is at 14. Pernell Whitaker is at 16.
Pernell.
Sugar Ray Leonard at 19.
Pernell
What?
showed me what's up.
Sugar Ray at 19, bro.
He not top 10?
19.
That's what I'm
30,
saying,
30,
bro.
30,
I
30,
was done.
30, 36 and 3 with 25
What's your man
knockouts.
name? What's your man name? What's your name?
Quan.
Quan wrote that list.
Come on, man.
Wrote the list.
Yeah,
No, I got Sugar Ray Leonard top 5.
Do you?
yeah, he and my man. Come on, that's my guy.
Sugar
Ray
Ray-
Leonard
Sugar-
is my
like-
bet, my
Like
favorite fighter of all time.
I don't even have a top 10 written down, and I'm guaranteeing you Sugar Ray Leonard is in my top 10, and I don't even have it written
He's
down.
my number one.
Like
of all
if I
time.
sat and wrote my top 10, Sugar Ray Leonard might fall in my top 5, bro. Like I'm like,
So Rod, let me ask you this question:
Where's Marvin
Who is
Hagler?
your
He
favorite
wouldn't-
boxer of all time? Who is your number one? Your GOAT? Your MJ? Your nobody above?
man,
That's
the science is so
tough.
hard, bro. It really is.
that's tough. But Sugar Ray would probably be right there. You know, Sugar Ray.
Yeah, no
Like,
argument.
I'm saying because when I was a kid, right? we had 3 channels. You know, wasn't no cable, wasn't none of that kind of stuff.
ABC, NBC,
So, yeah,
Fox.
ABC, Wild World Sport. I mean,
and CBS.
Sugar
Yeah,
Ray
CBS.
Leonard, and then he was, Olympic gold medalist.
Yes,
he was
sir.
from my neck of the woods, Maryland. So,
Yeah.
I mean, and
DMV, stand
that's
up.
my man to this day.
Straight
up.
up.
So yeah, I got to go with Sugar Ray.
There you go. So we looking at Evander Holyfield at 20.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Marvin Hagler at 23.
That's
Crazy too. He's top 10, bro.
Wait.
62
Paul,
and 3 with 62
Pause
and
real
3 with
quick.
52
Go back into
knockouts.
that top 10. Who was the one that we didn't know about that we
Yeah,
never heard
yeah.
of?
Jack Sycamore.
Yeah,
is
no,
what
it was
he basically
unbelievable.
said.
Tony
Paul
Curran.
Harrison?
Tony Curran.
Tony Canzoneri. I never heard of the guy, man. Like legit.
He was mob affiliate.
Clearly, bro.
That's why he's there.
Oscar De La Hoya at 27. Larry Holmes at 31.
That's
Jack Mata at
lunacy.
32.
Larry Holmes,
Holmes was a monster, bro.
animal.
A full animal. Jake Lotta at 32. Roberto Duran at 33.
And he held the heavyweight title for what, 9 or 10 years?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Kid Chocolate at 35. Not the Kid Chocolate y'all thinking of. Tommy Hearns at 36.
Tommy Hearns at 36.
where'd you
Man,
see-
stop it.
George Foreman on there?
Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez at 37. Got Michael Spinks
That's
at
so
41.
disrespectful.
Lennox Lewis at 42.
That's so disrespectful.
Michael Spinks
That's
was not
disrespectful,
better.
bro.
I was a Spinks man.
No.
That's
Spinks is not
disrespectful.
better than
No.
Lennox
No.
Lewis.
Floyd Patterson at 44.
Wait, but
What was Roberto
Lennox
Duran?
Lewis is where?
Lennox Lewis is at 42.
What about Roberto Duran?
No, he was just like 30
I
something.
just said it.
33 or something like that.
Oh, no,
Hands of
he's
stone.
on here. See, Wilfredo Gomez at 52. Rocky Marciano at 54. Mike Tyson at 55. Shane Mosley at 57. Vladimir Klitschko at 58. Felix Trinidad, who's one of my favorites, man, at 62. Gennady Golovkin at 63. Let's go down.
Stop.
Trinidad was
Yeah,
nice.
I mean,
Absolutely.
once you start reading a list like that,
Yeah,
it's
it's-
some kind of way you got to discredit that list.
Marco
That's
Antonio
garbage.
Barrera at 77. Andre Ward at 84. Antonio Tarver, 88. James Toney was one of the best defensive fighters ever at 89. Terence Crawford at 90. Joe Calzaghe at 95.
Wow.
Yeah, bruh. Hey, man,
Ring Magazine.
it's Ring Magazine,
No,
bro.
Quan, call your peeps, man.
Yeah, this is crazy.
There's got to be an author on there of that article.
Yeah.
It has
And
to
they usually have a
Wait,
Twitter.
wait,
They usually have a
wait.
Twitter.
Let's go back and see who
Unless it was a
actually-
collab of all the
Yeah, that's a
writers.
collaboration.
Yeah,
collab of all the
it
writers.
was a
Yes.
collaboration of all the writers, man. Let's
That's
see.
tragic,
Yeah,
bro.
they don't have any real like.
So nobody really would have wanted to put their name on it.
Maybe they got
can.
hacked. Maybe they got hacked.
To not
It's possible.
have
It's possible.
Sugar Ray
Yeah, man, sugar.
in your top 5. Now, I'm biased because that is my GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
But to not have him in your top 5, I don't want to listen.
Yeah, I ain't even sat down and wrote a top 10 ever in my life, but Sugar Ray Leonard would be in my top 10.
Absolutely.
just at face value.
Wild World of Sports used to have
At
world
face value,
championship
Sugar Ray
fights.
Leonard is in my top
And
10.
he,
My top
back
10.
in the day.
and he did it soft-spoken with class.
No doubt.
And he let his hands, he let the balls bounce. Once
absolutely.
he got into the ring, it was
Absolutely.
not playing no games.
Not the balls.
Not playing no game. He
Balls.
looked good,
Yeah.
and he hit harder. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah. This is a bit tough, man. This is a bit tough, man. Look, before we get into our football picks, man, you gonna make some football picks with us? Make some football
Let's
picks
go.
with
That's
us,
my
man.
thing.
Of course,
Got like
of course.
3 minutes. Let's
Absolutely.
get it quickly.
Let's look at Terence Crawford and why am I
Errol
blanking?
Spence?
Errol Spence. If that lockup were to happen, who do you have winning that fight?
Earl Spence.
All day. Errol Spence all day. No question.
But I like Boots Ennis over both of them.
No, there you go. There you go. Well, you know he ain't gonna get that opportunity right now, especially with him not. I mean, a tremendous fighter, undefeated, 25 knockouts. He done set 25 people out of 28 on a wallet. But just looking at it right now, though,
I'm taking Earl Spence.
looking at Earl hands down, no question about it.
Yeah. You know why?
I'm listening.
I just think a little bit like we was talking about Floyd and Sugar Ray.
Sure.
Like Floyd capped out at welterweight and kind of stuff.
Right,
Like
right.
Sugar Ray started there.
Got you.
Earl started. Earl's the bigger man.
Yeah. He is.
Earl
He is.
Earl the bigger, stronger man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You know, and both of them can fight. I ain't taking nothing away from Terence Crawford. I don't think that the Sean Porter that Terence fought was the Sean Porter that Earl Spence fought, and even his father said it.
Sure.
He came in at a deficit.
Gotcha.
You know,
Gotcha.
but I just think Earl was winning that fight all day, every day.
All right. There it is, man.
Man, look, let me tell you something.
We got intel today.
You gotta come back, bro.
We got boxing intel.
You gotta come back, bro.
Dog, I wish they could go on for another
And the knowledge
3
and the
hours.
history of the sport, though. That's the missing
Oh,
thing,
my
though.
God,
Because we
bro.
can talk to people who were in that profession, but to have the history and the
my
knowledge
goodness,
of it,
man,
Well,
this
that's
is unbelievable.
Yeah, just number
Unreal.
one.
Shout
man.
out to Twix. He told you.
Yes, he did. He did. He did, man.
he just texted me, too.
He texting us right now, man.
It's
Shout
the
out Twix Taylor,
It's the
man.
personality for me.
Twix for mayor,
The fact
man.
that you
Put
could
Twix
be
for man. That's
100.
right.
Yeah.
You keep it just like we do already and let
Yes,
the ball
sir.
bounce,
Now,
man.
I saw the Prince George
PG County
documentary.
stand up, man.
How come they didn't have you in that?
PG County stand
The
up.
what? Prince George.
Prince George's County.
you know all
They did
I
sports figures from that
Yeah.
era.
I'm not from that area.
Yeah.
I'm not from that area.
Yeah.
Oh,
PG
okay.
County is
That's more DC.
That's
Like,
DC.
that's
Okay,
Mark
okay.
Too Sharp
Okay.
Johnson, Joppy, Keith Holmes.
Yeah.
You know, all them
Okay.
guys. That I'm from Baltimore. It's like
Yeah.
it's night and day.
Across the
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
two different things. So,
Two different, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
but we all Maryland. We
Yeah.
share
Yeah,
the
all
same
Maryland,
state, but
man.
we don't. You know, it's just different.
Absolutely.
Because that
man.
was a good documentary.
Yes, indeed, man.
I watched it. Okay.
Let's get into these picks, man, real quick.
You
First
gotta-
game on the docket.
First
gotta
game on
come
the
back.
docket,
I
we
got the
have
Vikings.
the Baltimore Ravens on the road against the Cleveland Browns.
Baltimore.
Be more all day, man.
Baltimore.
Give me Baltimore.
I'll tell you.
Baltimore.
Jack need a bounce back, man. This is
I'm gonna
be
go
it.
Cleveland in this game.
He need
I'ma
to
be the
watch
only
out for
one.
he need to watch out for that boy Miles.
I
dog.
think it's a must win for
Ooh,
Cleveland.
Yeah.
I think Baltimore has all the momentum, but somehow I got a feeling that Cleveland gonna kind of rally, man. It's gonna be a close. It's a divisional game. They're always
They're
close.
always
Sure.
tough.
Always
They're
tough.
They're always tough.
Ravens
So-
here, too, though.
Absolutely. I'm gonna go with.
You know, the funny thing about that is Baltimore really is the Cleveland Browns.
Yes.
Yes.
They are. They are.
They just moved
Since
them
1996.
They just
They
moved
are.
them in the middle of the night.
Dang
man.
it, Art Modell.
Art Modell, bro. Wowzers.
Dang
man.
it, Art.
Who you got next, Billy?
We got the Titans at home against the Jaguars.
They
Give me the
should
Titans.
handle. They should handle.
Tight.
They should handle the
Titans.
Jags, man. No problems, bro. Next.
We have the Chiefs at home against the Raiders. Give me the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
They hot right now.
Chiefs. Yeah,
Chiefs,
they're hot,
yeah.
bro. They're
Chiefs.
hot.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs.
Yeah. We got the Jets at home against the Saints. Give me the Saints on the road.
Saints on the
Saints.
road. Saints on the road, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Saints.
Next one, we have the football team against my Cowboys.
Fighting for a playoff spot.
Cowboys.
G. At home in Dallas, right?
No. It's on the road.
It's in D.C.
It's in DC.
DC. Yeah. Yeah.
Give me the football
Coach
team.
said they
Give me the
gonna
football
win.
team.
I'm gonna
Give me the
take the
football team.
Cowboys.
Give me the football team.
I'm gonna take the Washington football.
Give me the football team. Yeah.
Next game, we have the Panthers at
Oh,
home.
my turn. I'm a part of this discussion. Taking the Cowboys.
There you go.
There it
There it
is.
is.
Right?
There it is.
Oh man.
We got the Panthers at home against the Falcons.
Panthers are cooked, man. It got it. Atlanta. Atlanta's cooked too, but I'm taking the lesser of the two.
5 and
evils, man.
17.
I'm taking the Panthers.
I'm taking the Panthers
Oh, I'm
too.
taking
Really? No.
Falcons.
I mean,
taking
they-
the Panthers too.
Give me the yeah. You know what? Give me the Panthers at home.
Ah, G. Give me the Falcons, bro.
Yeah. Next game, we have the Texans at home against the Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks.
Give me Seahawks, of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Seahawks bounce back game.
That's what you talk about the lesser of the two. I'm going to go with the Seahawks too. But
Twix said he'll take Crawford, by the way, in that fight.
of course,
y'all got a bet,
that's
right?
his son.
Yeah, y'all got
Don't do that. Don't do that. Twix said that's your son.
That's your
bro.
son.
Yikes.
We have the Broncos at home against the Lions. Give me the Broncos. Yeah.
Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos.
Next game, we have the Chargers at home against the Giants.
Chargers.
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 man.
Next game, we have the Bengals against the 49ers. The Bengals are at home. Give me the Bengals.
We got to have that win on the road, man. We have to have it, man. I got to go with my Niners. We got to have it.
I'm commentating the game, so I'm not allowed to pick.
This guy. Huh? This guy.
I'm gonna take the Niners because I need them to lose because they're in the division with the Ravens. So I need the 49ers to win.
There you go.
Okay. We got the Buccaneers at home against the Bills. A great game.
Give
me the Bills.
I like the Bucks, bro.
I take the Buccaneers.
Yeah, Tampa.
I'm going Bucks.
Buffalo has been exposed.
Buffalo just got half a million miles ran on them.
You can run. They got boat raced up when they knew what was coming.
Nope. Next game, we have the Packers at home against the Bears. Well, he owns them.
Packers.
And the Monday night game, we have the Cardinals at home against the Rams. Another good game.
That's a good division matchup, man.
I'm taking the
Give me the
Rams.
Rams.
I think the Rams can go in. I think the Cardinals are fool's gold, man. I think they're the worst 9-2 team you ever seen in your life.
Man,
I do
stop.
10-2.
Going with the
whatever.
Rams also.
Give me the Rams.
I'm going with the Cardinals. Lone Wolf.
Yeah.
And that ends the picks.
Look, man.
You gotta come back.
The strap holder. Baltimore's finest, man. I've seen Rahman in the building, man. We appreciate you, homeboy.
Oh, man, we finished bouncing.
We're never finished bouncing.
Yeah, we're always bouncing.
We're always bouncing. All the time,
Let
but
the
you can
ball
come back
bounce, man.
anytime you get ready, though, brother.
My man,
We appreciate you, man. Big time,
Appreciate you
man.
too,
All
man.
love, man.
Gotta
Yes,
come
indeed.
back, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio Show, man. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Your man, Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham, Logan, man. Sherm in the building, man.
Yes,
What
sir.
a great show, man. We appreciate everybody. Please share the live feed, man. Every Saturday at 2 p.m., every Tuesday at 6 p.m., man. We are here to give you guys the best sports talk radio, man. Rockman the champ was in the building, man.
Sir.
What a great show, man. Goose, man. This is what we do, man.
That's what we do, man.
That's what we do,
Told
man.
y'all, man.
Look, we appreciate y'all, man. Please share the live feed once again, man. And guess what, man? If you're scared,
You better go to church. Yeah.